Persistence is the level of belief in yourself. Let me tell you something, MD Anderson. Here's the good news. You're the only individual who keeps score. You are the only individual who keeps score. I don't care what it occurs to you. Persistence is the level of belief in yourself. And then luck, energy, confidence, and charisma. And what do we know about luck? The harder you work, the luckier you get. But you create your own luck. Confidence. What is confidence? It's faith. Confidence is faith. One of the things that I found out about these black millionaires, deep-seated spiritual beliefs. But they were spiritual, not religious. I mean, I can give you the data about that. The average black millionaire attends church twice a week. And they don't go to these, big mega churches and the like. No, the average church that a black millionaire attends, less than 2,500 members. They come into church the back door and they leave the back door. The average black millionaire, black females give 10 to 15% of their earnings in tithes. The average black male millionaire gives 10 to 15% of their earnings to charity. But when we talk about confidence, charisma, deep-seated spiritual beliefs, you see, religion tells us to look up, but spirituality tells us to look within. So you hold the key. And here's the good news. You hold the key to a door that's unlocked, but it all begins about your faith and confidence in yourself. What did Dr. Martin Luther King say? He said, any problem facing Black America can be overcome. He said, I don't care if that problem is lack of housing, lack of employment, opportunities and the like. He said, any problem that Black America face can be overcome if we just keep walking. If you just have the faith to step out there. And then last but not least, confidence and charisma. We got a dress code in the School of Business. We have a dress code in the School of Business. And why do we do that? Because we tell our students, wherever you go in life, whatever room you walk in life, there's two seats in that room. It is the seat that you currently occupy right now. And it's the seat that you aspire to sit in 5 years from now. So here I am in my research, and I interviewed Maynard Jackson. I don't know, some of you might know Maynard Jackson. You can Google him, you can look on Wikipedia. What was Maynard Jackson's claim to fame? That he was the first black male Southern mayor of a metropolitan area, Atlanta? No, not hardly, MD Anderson. Maynard Jackson's claim to fame, he was the first individual to come up with an idea that an airport should be a shopping mall where people could catch a flight. That was his vision. That was his vision. So I approached him. He didn't know me from Adam, but he said, young man, I like your project, going around interviewing these game changers and peak performers, but don't interview me. And I said to him, Mr. Mayor, I gotta have you, I gotta interview. He said, look, rule number one, don't call me Mr. Mayor, call me Maynard. And I said, okay, Mr. Maynard, I gotta interview. He said, look, okay, why don't you shadow me through City Hall for 1 week? Imagine that I shadowed this paragon of excellence for 1 week in City Hall. Now here I am, dead broke. I got my tape recorder, I got my notes, following him around, blah, blah, blah. So he sees me. I had one suit to my name. And he sees me. And he says to me, he says, Dennis, when are you going to finish those suits? And I said, what do you mean, Mr. Mayor? He said, will you please place a pocket handkerchief in that suit? I said, why is that important? He says, because visibility is just as important as ability. You look the part, act the part, walk the part, talk the part, think the part. Guess what? You get the part. Now, you might poo-poo that. You might blow that off. But let me give you another anecdote. When Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls, in the middle of their rap career, they approach Bernard Arnault, CEO of Moet Hennessy, and they tell Bernard Arnault, Mr. Arnault, we can impact your bottom line. And what did Bernard Arnault, CEO, and what do you know about, hey, Louis Vuitton owns everything. Gucci, Chanel, Hilfiger, Prada, owns everything. And he says, what do you mean impact my bottom line? You guys are just a couple of rappers in baggy t-shirts and baggy jeans. He blew them off. He blew them off. Then Biggie Smalls and Jay-Z go back to the rap community and said, man, Bernard Arnault just blew us off. From now on, in our rap videos, we don't drink Hennessy anymore. We drink Cristal. And the rest is Hennessy. But that lesson stayed and remained in the psyche and consciousness of Jay-Z until Jay-Z met Warren Buffett. How many times did he have to hear it? And what did Warren Buffett tell Jay-Z? He said, don't you know we would include you on so many other deals, but we didn't know you were serious. And Jay-Z said, imagine this, MD Anderson. Jay-Z, that was the first time that he ever bought a suit. And look at him now. Well, there you are. Go ahead and make money work as hard for you as you work for it. Make every single dollar your employee, set a budget, get a savings plan, get an investment plan. I don't care if it's money markets, mutual funds. You go ahead and get index funds, but you gotta grow it. And then last but not least, go ahead and give it away. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he with the chuckle replied that maybe he couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face if he worried he'd hit it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, so you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it. But he took off his coat and took off his hat, and the first thing we know, he begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin without any doubting or quitting. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait till assail you. But with the lift of your chin and a bit of your grin, you just take off your coat and go to it. You started to sing as you tackled the thing.